Hey, good morning. Good morning. Let's get away from this. Boy, I didn't watch Sesame Street when I was a kid, so I had to wait till I started getting stoned when I was older. That was a long time ago. I don't do that anymore. Watch Sesame Street or get stoned. Anyway, we got the Ithaca Police Department activity log here, and I was surprised to find there were 65 incidents last night. A lot of them very peculiar in nature, as if they could be peculiar in any other kind of way, in an unnatural way, I guess. What I first want to tell you is that a caller stated someone was in her house in a locked room. The officers came, checked the area. No one was in the locked room. No one was there. Okay? That happened on South Plain Street, not too far away from here. I've had the feeling that someone's been locked in my room in my house before. Almost to the point where I thought, I should ask for some help. Make sure that there's no one in that locked room. Officer responded to the area of East Clinton Street and Cayuga Street for a man chasing another man with a stick. Upon arrival, victim stated that he wanted the other man to be warned if he comes back to his residence, he would be arrested for trespassing. About arrested for attacking him with a stick. Well, that's more reason. Get off my land and don't hit me with that stick. Officers responded to an incident location for a report of someone wearing a ski mask and looking into a vehicle. Officer checked the area and was unable to locate anyone. There was no snowfall last night, no hint of snow anywhere in the area. This was Stewart Avenue near Rockledge. Wait a minute, this is going to come back to haunt us. Officer advised that someone was walking down Stewart Avenue when he thought he was being followed. Officer transported the complainant home and was unable to locate the subject who was allegedly following him. Goes along with that person in the locked closet thing, doesn't it? Officers responded to incident location for a complaint of loud noise, also on Stewart Avenue. Let's see, there was Stewart Avenue near Rockledge, and South Cayuga Street. Report of an ill student on West Buffalo Street. Don't go on West Buffalo Street, anybody. Stay away. If you go there, wear one of those surgical masks. Stay the hell away. How do you stay away from Buffalo Street? Just don't go there, and if you do, wear a surgical mask. A complainant reported harassment by an unhappy patron. The complainant called back, the patron had left, and law enforcement was no longer needed. The incident vanquished. But there's still an unhappy patron out there, and there's probably still an unhappy owner of a restaurant. I asked for it to be rare, not well done! Fraud incident involving counterfeit money on West State Street. Counterfeit money. There was a counterfeit $100 bill found yesterday up on Chestnut Street. A fight in progress on West Seneca Street. Someone was arrested, so that fight is no longer in progress. That fight is done with. Found wallet was taken into possession. We always applaud those citizens who find wallets and turn them in, because you don't have to. You don't have to do that. Complainant reports theft of a purse. This has been happening more and more frequently. I suggest that women or men stop carrying purses and keep your money in your pocket. Theft from a vehicle on South Meadow Street, and here we go. Complainant reports theft from their vehicle on South Meadow Street. Was the thief wearing a ski mask? Because it could have started out on Stewart Avenue and wound its way down to South Meadow Street. I call it an it because it's a person in a ski mask. We don't know what's going on behind that ski mask. Report of a panhandler lying on the railroad tracks. And subject was moved along by an officer. Panhandling in your sleep is a skill. A hit and skip report. Incident of harassment on East State Street. An incident of harassment on North Tioga Street. Officer turned a juvenile shoplifter over to their parents. That was on Hancock Street. Count how many places there are to go shoplifting on Hancock Street. You'll come up with very few. I can only think of one. Officer took a walk in complaint of harassment. Oh, okay. Misread this. Sorry. A walk-in. Walk-in. Somebody walked in and complained that they had been harassed. A female trespasser was reportedly located at a location on East State Street. Another hit and skip on South Meadow Street. Here we go again. Report of a complainant who had trouble with a patron earlier in the day. This gets me. A taxi driver reported an intoxicated customer. Well, what the hell's the reason for calling a taxi? At least he wasn't driving his own car. Unless he insulted the taxi driver some way. We'd have to go deeper into this one. But if you're drunk, you call a taxi and you get a ride home, that's what you're supposed to do. They urge at that, don't they? In these commercials about drinking and driving? An officer responded for a report of a disorderly female in the area. Wow, you know, finally. A disorderly female. Let's show up some spunk, ladies, you know. Well-behaved women don't make history. Isn't that what the bumper sticker says? Officer responded for a shoplifter fleeing from a location. Run, 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 run with your stolen shoes. Officer reported to assist with a patient who was out of control. All right, buddy, get that straitjacket on, huh? Officer responded to recover found property. Thank you. Thank you for recovering that found property. And finally, an officer responded for a report of a suspicious male in the area. That was at 2150. Now, if you're out there at 2150 on Cecil A. Malone Drive, everybody's suspicious there. Even if you live at Nate's Floral Estates, which is right along there. Cecil A. Malone Drive is that road that goes from Route 13 past Wegmans into the Cherry Park Industrial Area. Now, if you're going to be suspicious, that's as good a place to be as any. And that's all we have from Sesame Street in Tiny Town. Happy birthday, Sesame Street. Never watched Sesame Street. Didn't learn a damn thing from it. Did you?